Did you grow up around that time where being Haitian was bad?
Oh, honey, growing up in Miami in the 90s, it wasn't nice. It was not nice to be Haitian in Miami. You know, back then, I didn't really realize a lot of the shit that was happening. Can I cuss?
Of course.
Oh, bitch. I didn't realize a lot of the shit that was happening when it came to how Americans saw Haitians. I didn't realize that back in the 90s that we were being said to be the ones who brought AIDS to America. You know, just dumb shit. You know, I didn't know that, you know, Americans thought so low of us. But what I did know was my peers obviously didn't respect us. You know, they definitely said a lot of obscene things to me. I remember just being at school and just hearing a lot of things. And I mentioned a lot of this in my comedy sometimes, like, you know, the whole we eat cat or we're dirty, you know. But I would go home to my 6-bedroom house that my mom worked extremely hard for and think to myself, what the fuck are these people talking about when it comes to Haitians? Because, you know, and no offense, but I would go sometime. Well, my mom didn't let me go to anybody's house, but there would be times when I got a little older and I would go to, you know, a friend's house that was American, and most of them stayed in apartments. Most of them was on Section 8. Most of them were on, you know, food stamps. Most of them was on all that stuff. But they were the ones making all those comments about us, Haitians, right, and making it seem like we were stupid, we were dumb, you know. Most of y'all moms was doing this, but my mom was over here in the medical field, like, you know. So it was like, and again, no offense to them, but I would just feel like growing up in the hood, I grew up in North Miami, so you could kind of think of it as the hood a little bit. I grew up around 163rd Mall. I don't know what 163rd Mall is now, but, you know, I grew up in that area, and, you know, I came across a lot of kids that grew up in the hood, and it was just funny seeing them say certain things about Haitians, but when you saw their reality, it was, okay, you don't think that this doesn't make sense? Like, right. I don't think you should be making fun of me, you know? But there were more of them and less of us.
Right.
So, you know, you just had to be careful. You couldn't go in. But then we got to like high school. When I got to like high school around that time, this is like, you know, the late 90s, early 2000-ish. It was like, oh, fuck y'all. Like,
I came here in 2001, and by the time I came here, people told me that it started to die down.
Yeah.
But I can't even imagine.
It was bad.
Myself, for people to be talking shit about Haitians, I think I would have been in prison or in jail right now,
you know,
or killing somebody.
The thing is, like, again, you know, they made it seem like we were some uncivilized people. Like, literally. They made, you know, I don't know, maybe it was because they see a commercial, you know, for 5 cents a day, you know, you can help this person not eat dirt cookies. And then they expected, like, all Haitians to be eating dirt cookies. Like, right. You know what I mean? So I don't know what it was. And, you know, so when these people already have this idea about you, you know, we didn't want to perpetrate that idea. I think looking back, it was like, okay, we want to still kind of protect our image in a way. But then, you know, Miami had this group called the Zopound, you know what I mean? And Zopound came out, they was like, man, fuck y'all niggas. What's up? Y'all think we barbaric? That's what we are. Right. Y'all think we kill niggas? Yes, we do. Right. You think we stab niggas? Yeah, we stab. Like, right. You know, and they were like, they kind of gave us this sentiment, like, you know what, like, fuck y'all. Like, yeah, you know what, like, we're about that life. But still, when you would go to a Haitian household, Haitians were always very civilized people. Haitians didn't make trouble with nobody. We just wanted to go to work. You know, our parents, they went to work and they worked hard and they made sure that we went to the best schools. Like, you know, I remember going to Sejoe Elementary. Then when it was time to go to middle school, I had to go to JFK. My mom was like, no, pisi ma papa no JFK papa. Not quitter North Miami. It's in Aventura. And she moved us to Aventura, you know, and then I went to Highland Oaks Middle School, where it was predominantly Jewish, you know, so it's like, when I look back, I just never understood their notion of who we were because I didn't live that life.
Right.
But then again, I understood because maybe it was their parents. You know, when you look at kids who bully, when you look at
propaganda.
Yeah.
We live in America where America teaches you who to hate.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're teaching you, and then you go home, you teach it to your kids.
Right.
You know,
and
so.
Here in America, everybody knows to hate Hitler.
Yeah.
And one of my coworkers one day, we were talking about favorite historical figures.
Yeah.
And she said, I asked her, I'm like, yo, who's your favorite historical figure? And she said Napoleon Bonaparte. She was Jewish. So she was like, oh yeah, my favorite historical figure is Napoleon Bonaparte. And mind you, she's a white woman. She told me that she studied history in college.
Yeah.
So to me, I was like, okay, so Napoleon Bonaparte is your favorite historical figure. Wow, how interesting. I was like, why is he your favorite historical figure? Then she started going on and on how Napoleon, you know, in terms of economy, he did this, and that. I was like, oh, awesome. I'm Haitian. You do know, like, Napoleon Bonaparte is our Hitler. Right. But is your favorite. So I was like, why couldn't Hitler be my favorite?
Exactly.
She was like, well, because Hitler killed this kid. I was like, yo, Napoleon killed a whole bunch of my people too.
Whites killed a whole bunch of blacks.
50,000 troops to re-enslaved us. So, but I mean, you don't see anything wrong with that because why? Napoleon killed a whole bunch of Africans?
Exactly.
But you know, that's why I feel like in order for some white people to understand our plight, you have to reverse it on them in order for them to comprehend why. Because I see, like, as for you to be a history major and not have known about Napoleon Bonaparte in Haiti, like, bro, what were you studying? You know, like, what were you studying?
She was studying whitewashed history.
Selective history.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Like I said, America teaches you
who to hate. And America definitely taught, you know, Black Americans especially to hate Haitians. That was definitely...
They did. I don't feel like it works now, though.
No. Now it's cool versus, you know, when I was growing up, it was like taboo. And I would see Haitian kids deny being Haitian. My mama always told me, I better not ever catch you doing that. I better not ever catch you denying that you are Haitian. Let me tell you who we are. You know, and I just had one of those moms who she made it her duty to speak life into where we came from. And she would take me back. My grandma would take me back to Haiti all the time. And when we went to Haiti, we lived well. You know, like, we're living good. You know, we're going and we're taking a bath in the river. You know what I mean? There's fresh fruit, fresh vegetables. The meat don't even taste like it tastes here. You know, your skin starts glowing, it looks clearer. You know what I mean? So it was like we lived well, but my mom would always make sure she would take me on, you know, na mission, you know, Haitians always, na mission brale, you know, and, you know, she would take me up to the mountains. She'd take me up to Mononville, Titanien, you know, where I would see how people live with no electricity, and still they lived well, minimal lives, but they lived happy lives. You know what I mean? So, I'm just really thankful that my family always instilled the Haitian, and I've always been proud of that. And, you know, people will follow me. Oh, you know, I love the way you rep Haiti. I'm like, that's nothing new. Like, I've always, toujours parler créole. You know, the things that you see me.
Oh, but I would say this is one thing that I really love about you. Like, everything that you do, even if it's Power Star Live, you in love with hip-hop.
I always infuse.
You in CNN, anything that you put a little bit of Creole out.
I do.
And I love that.
I do. And I can't sneak a Creole well, I'll sneak a little accent. You know, like, I'll say something where people who are watching are like, oh, she Haitian. That's us. That's sister.
Anywhere I've been in America, whether it's a job that I've had, they've always known me as Joe the Haitian.
The Haitian,
right? Because I being different in America is so important to me. And not just that, I love being Haitian. That's why when people say, I don't hear your accent, I get upset. What you mean you don't hear my accent?
It's there. It's there.
Like, my accent
and
is
even me, like, when I don't go hard on the accent, but even me sometimes when I listen back to me reporting something or me on television or whatever, like, I can hear still my pronunciation of certain words.
Right.
I hear it there, and if you pay attention, it's there, and I want it to be there.
Right.
I want it to be there because, you know, it's cool to have other accents. It's cool to have a Hispanic accent. It's cool to have a Russian accent. It's sexy. But then when it's a Haitian accent, it's no. It's cool to have a Haitian accent.
It's cool. And even if they make fun of you, I tell people all the time, if they ever make fun of how I speak English, I'm like, yo, how many languages do you speak?
Exactly.
I speak 4 languages.
Exactly. How many do you speak? Exactly. And then shut them down right there.
I'm like, bro, I speak 4 languages. Like, I think in Creole.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes my words come out in English. Like, what did
exactly.
Just say?
I'm telling you.
I think in Creole. I dream in Creole. So French, I speak French, man. Like, it's all that. And it's like, if you don't speak another language, then don't come talk to me.
Exactly. Period.